want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but breaking down racial barriers, breaking down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on. You know, it's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together. Yeah.
Your parties are the hottest ticket in town. People dying to get into your party. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool. You know, it doesn't make me feel any way special. It doesn't make me feel like a bigger person. It just makes me feel like I know how to throw a party.
Great. So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's the... Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry on there?
Yeah. Then no, I mean the after party.
No, I know about them.
Diddy done keeping quiet. He naming every celebrity he infected before he got locked up. Word is the man dropping receipts on industry titans like Beyonce, Ellen, Justin, and a whole list of others who got way too close in them wild parties. Ain't just baby oil and freak off vibes no more. We talking serious health souvenirs, careers getting touched, and bodies paying the price. If you've been locked into this Diddy scandal, you already heard them heavy whispers about that deadly STD, allegedly HIV. Now it's coming out loud from the man himself, and the whole industry getting side-eyed hard. Picture this, Diddy sitting in that cell, walls closing in, and instead of staying quiet, he pointing fingers at the big names who partied too deep with him back in the day, allegedly laying out the full list like payback. Before the door slammed shut, he was already slipping details, and now those stories leaking everywhere. The same man who ran them closed-door sessions is now naming who caught the consequences.
Money will be used properly. But as you know, as I'm glued to the TV, and you know, I'm trying to figure out like just what's even going on, like how is this happening? And sometimes it's like, you know, I gotta turn the TV off because it's like it's so overwhelming. Nowhere near as overwhelming as it must be.
Now, before we go any further, let's rewind to how this mess even started. Them infamous after parties where the real action happened once the cameras cut. Diddy pulling in heavy hitters, no protection in sight, baby oil stacked when feds raided, folks leaving with more than hangovers. And now, Diddy himself confirming who got hit, and first name circling the block, Beyonce. Y'all remember when the baby spilled on one late night session? Beyonce walks up, introduces herself like she's sizing him for something bigger, not regular small talk. The baby said these gatherings felt like twisted initiation rituals full of pressure and demands. He refused to submit, and his momentum took a hit right after. If Diddy naming her now, it makes you wonder what really went down when things got reckless.
This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people, he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyonce, cut it out. Now, with a lot of that, you correct, except for like with the freestyles, I never stopped that. Like that was really the only thing I could do off the rip. That was my way to boom, keep doing what I'm doing. But when it comes to like festivals and shit like that is controlled. You know what I mean? Like somebody press the button. You know what I'm saying? Somebody press the button, you get what I'm saying? And I gotta navigate my way through that. However I navigate my way through that, that ain't something I can just, you know.
But here's the thing. The more people search for answers, the more questions they uncover. Because once Beyonce's name enters the conversation, another name usually follows close behind, Jay-Z. And when people start discussing power couples, industry influence, and who allegedly knew what was happening behind closed doors, the discussion gets much bigger than one person. It becomes a conversation about Hollywood itself. Now, Jay-Z has denied any involvement with Diddy's freak-offs, but old photos showing Jay-Z present at Diddy's all-white parties, fans talking loud. But hold up, cause it gets heavier. Ellen DeGeneres tied in too. She had Diddy on her show, laughing, dropping lifestyle hints, weird nicknames that felt off even then. Then she dips to England right when Heat turned up. Streets saying timing, not random. Word is she knew about the island spots and private sessions where rules didn't apply. Diddy allegedly put her on the list, claiming their paths crossed in ways that left marks. That clean image versus the behind closed doors reality got folks replaying old clips.
Great. So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then No, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
Next name Diddy adds to his list hits different for a lot of people. Young Justin Bieber, just 13, Usher hands him off into Diddy's world. That clip of Diddy bragging about 48 hours with him, calling it every young person's dream, but details off limits. Looking back, it lands real heavy. Bieber's later breakdowns, cutting off key people, carrying visible weight in interviews. It all seems like he caught something really heavy from them Diddy's parties. Even that time, he got choked up talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go buck full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you. I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to go through anything I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
If Diddy naming him too, it explains the spirals. People not of age and environments they had no business in. Usher himself lived it young, called the scene curious, said he wouldn't let his own experience it, yet allegedly passed Justin right in. That silence from back then, speaking loud now.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Now this got a lot of people talking loud online. One user wrote, 13 sent to love with a 21-year-old, and the 21-year-old is okay with that? The music business is creepy. As another user puts it, it was at the moment when Usher flashed back to all the secretive things he went through when growing up with Puff. But the list keeps growing. Will Smith, longtime circle, down low whispers, that assistant dropping details. Will brushed it off joking on stage, but Diddy allegedly calling his name changes everything. Folks, y'all remember Will's ex-assistant, Brother Bilal, dropped that bomb about him secretly on the DL.
Oh my God.
What you talking about?
What?
So, but you know, Philly's a very dangerous place, always been a very dangerous place. So that day it was 6 people in the studio. It was me and I who actually hosted the show. It was the gangster and his friend, and it was Will and Charlie who ended up coming to the studio. And a guy that I call Charlie the Rat Mac now, but I'll get into that later.
I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all that
Next up, French Montana, oiled up birthday clips looking way too personal. Not regular bromance. Then there's YK Osiris with the beach trips, massages with a photo of Diddy on the same island, baby mama catching messy situations, public meltdowns after. Coincidence? Maybe, but all allegedly tied to the same circle.
I just want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to crash out right now and just like this life. I swear to God.
Now circle all the way back to Usher again. Usher himself ended up facing lawsuits from individuals who claimed they had contracted herpes from him. Usher denied wrongdoing, and the legal battles eventually faded from the headlines. But now people online are revisiting those old lawsuits and wondering whether the connections between certain industry figures might run deeper than anyone realized. Then there's the case of Craig Mack, one of the first artists signed to Bad Boy Records. Craig Mack stepped away from the spotlight years ago and later passed away in 2018 from complications related to HIV.
You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong, the man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
At the time, his death was treated as a tragic but isolated situation. Now, some conspiracy-minded corners of the internet are trying to connect that moment back to Diddy's circle, questioning whether Mac's departure from the music industry was tied to something he witnessed behind the scenes. Now let's come back to the prison part, because it gets wilder. Before jail, Diddy was moving reckless at them gatherings, health rumors swirling forever, Jaguar Wright been loud, but word is it didn't stop inside Fort Dix. He got transferred after knife attack fears in Brooklyn, built influence quick, groupies competing for small tasks, medical staff allegedly watching an outbreak from close interactions, Diddy looking thinner, grayer, fighting something, jail doctor leaks, talking possible spread. Even behind bars, the same patterns continued. This man allegedly carried the energy from mansions straight into federal walls.
Listen, Diddy's such a big player in the game in terms of, you know, his power, and he's that guy even in jail. Dudes are getting jealous at other dudes based on who made his bed. And I'm like, yo.
So that's a real thing?
Yeah.
People are actually making his bed?
Yeah.
I thought you were just joking.
Come here. As I'm telling you what, I like you, and I want you. And we can do it the easy way or the hard way. So.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They also saying that Diddy, he got inmates in jail making his bed. You heard about that?
Bro, I'm gonna say it like this. Puff gonna be okay. Puff got money. Puff got hands. And all he really needs is 2 or 3 shot callers up on him. And Puff gonna become a shot caller. Because Puff been employing niggas from the prison system for down to 30 years, 25 years. And it ain't nothing to make calls and make sure he okay, especially in New York.
Think about that. How does the cycle follow him like that? From pulling young Justin early to Beyonce at after parties, Ellen in the mix, Will, French, YK, Usher, and more, all connected through closed doors, no boundaries, and real consequences. Why would Diddy start naming them now? Damage control, or simply clearing his chest? How many others still hiding symptoms or watching careers crumble? The baby refused the rituals and paid. The industry got folks thinking they untouchable until the man at the center starts talking from his cell. Careers built on secrets, power plays that cross serious lines, bodies left dealing with the aftermath in silence. Now, this is bigger than one man locked up. It exposes how fragile the shiny images are. One circle allegedly touching so many lives, from new artists to icons. Health issues spreading quiet. The same elite spaces that made legends now under heavy side eye. With Diddy naming names, the conversation louder than ever. Ain't no going back. The dots keep connecting and the picture getting clearer every single day. But what does this say about who really runs things? If even half true, how many more big names quietly getting checked? Will Beyonce and Jay speak on the whispers? Is Justin ready to address those early years? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is nowhere near done, and click on this next video. It's just as crazy.